Phillip Albert Limited started in 2000. The company was founded by David Mills, Lisa Mills Albert, and a brother, Phillip Albert. When Phillip Albert Limited started, Dave and Phillip and Lisa pretty much started with one four-wheel drive vehicle. They hired everything from that point. Over the last 21 years, we've now built up to have over 30 excavators, dump trucks, bulldozers, specialty machines for forestry such as self-levelling falling machines, skidders, grapple shoveling machines. So we've got quite a diverse range of equipment. Reason being is that we do anything within the civil construction industry, from drainage, retaining walls, earthworks, subdivisions. You know, we range right from the Kapiti coast through to Wellington, over to the Wairarapa. Currently, we work on most major projects. The one that's happening behind me now is to Awakairangi. It's the resilience project for the Hutt River through Greater Wellington Regional Council. So this is an important one here. It's about building and protecting the infrastructure. About 100 metres down the south of me now is a major gas main through erosion and storm damage. That's now been threatened, so we're in here just protecting that through a rock revetment job. We do subdivision around the region, and with the housing crisis at the moment, it makes a big difference as well. And we do, we've helped with Transmission Gully, realigning 2 streams there and lining those with riprap. So look, we do as much as we can around the region. We do pride ourselves in being able to help in emergency works, so we always have somebody on call or we'll always deploy to emergency works where required. When it comes to machinery and equipment that we use, look, there's multiple criteria. It comes down to pricing, comes down to reputation, and it comes down to the machine or the equipment that's fit for purpose. So those are the criteria we look at. Because we've been operating now for 21 years, there's a broad knowledge of what machines can do what. And so we rely on that and the experience of our operators and what they prefer. Currently we run Caterpillar equipment, Sumitomo, and we also have John Deere and Kobelco. So we run a variety of machines or brands. The key thing for us is that whatever we choose, it's got to be the right equipment or plant for the operation we're undertaking. So Attach2, buckets, fittings and attachments. We probably got more accustomed to those using hire equipment initially, and then we started putting them onto our own machines, and word of mouth and just through experience in using the attachments themselves. In our latest round of procurement, we've purchased a number of Attach2 tilt hitches and heli tilts. We just felt that was the best tilt hitch that we wanted on the machines for what we need at this current time. They do come with a good reputation, and like I said, the hire company that we use for some of our equipment also uses them. And I believe on this site right now, I think we've got 3 or 4 of those attachments operating. Yeah, these new attachments, with the fact that when you're not running tilt hoses, any contractor will tell you you're immediately going to save on any hose repairs. That's massive. It's also time efficient, that the operators aren't getting out to having to unclip hoses and refit hoses. That's huge for us. When it comes to things like our forestry roading or any jobs, it does make it easier for the operator to change buckets, so they're not using their clean-up bucket where they should be using a digging bucket, and vice versa. Maybe that's a bad habit, but essentially it does help with that requirement. There's always time pressures on any of the jobs that we undertake. You can't let that be an excuse for quality, and so that's why there's got to be that right blend. Without the quality, you're going to exceed your time anyway or put more pressure on you because you're going to have to do rework. So having the right pieces of equipment and the right attachments to make that work is vital for us. Well, within Mills Albert Limited, the key thing for us when we undertake a project or a construction task is always got to be quality. We want to try and deliver that in time and on program. But I think one of the keys is just having that touch with the client. So you'll find that the directors are always involved, the contracts managers are always involved. So we may sign a contract, but you'll find that right from the top, there's going to be almost day-to-day involvement within all our projects. And I think that's a key thing. We're not leaving it to other people to manage, and not having that contact and the oversight of all our projects. Overall, Mills Albert Limited been operating over 20 years in the Wellington region. We branch right out. We're operating as far north as Taranaki at the moment, right over to the Wairarapa, and we're working in the Whanganui region, for instance. I guess the biggest thing we have is inclusiveness. That's a big thing for us, ensuring that everybody has a say, and if anybody has any issues, we run an open door policy within Mills Albert Limited. From a professional aspect, we pride ourselves on delivering on time and with quality, and that's the key thing. And we're willing to give anything a go, and I mean that in the sense that it's not just having a go and you get what you get. It's about extending ourselves and furthering our capability within Mills Albert. It's a proud company and something that's been built up over a long period of time. And with that, when things are built up over a long period of time, you find that you get all your processes and everything required within a company right. And that's what we've got going with Mills Albert at the moment.